consistency was the death of me. If you guys look at my first video, you're gonna be like, ma'am, I just started. Literally, all I did was just start. I feel like you guys have been wondering how I became a content creator, and today I'm gonna be telling you guys all about my journey as a gaming YouTuber and give you some tips and tricks on how to start your own personal journey. I'm gonna be covering how I started my channel, the challenges I faced, and some tips that I wish that I knew earlier when I started my content journey. So sit back, relax, and don't forget to get your snacks, and let's get into this video. Hi, my name is Goddess, and I am a full-time content creator. I do have a gaming channel where I play horror and simulation games, and I have this channel, as you can see, which is mostly a vlog channel, but I also like to give all my tips and tricks on how I am able to run my personal gaming channel and this channel as well, and be able to balance being a full-time content creator and my personal life all in one. So if that's something that interests you, don't forget to hit this like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below, and follow my gaming channel if you're interested. I basically was fresh out of high school, didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I've been watching YouTube since young, and I decided that it was time for me to get in there and do what it do. Now, I originally started as a hair and vlogging channel, which I am currently doing now on this channel. A year or two later, I decided that I was gonna start a gaming channel, and that gaming channel was a Sims channel, honestly. And I was playing Sims for a very, very long time. I hit my first 1,000 subscribers being a Sims channel, and was pretty much up from there. I always had a love for The Sims, and I used to play in my bedroom while I was in there with my sister. I shared a room with my sister at the time, and she realized how I love to talk and play at the exact same time while I'm telling my stories. And I always had like really good storylines and things like that on and off camera. So my sister decided to encourage me to start my own gaming channel, and I just started. Literally, all I did was just start. I woke up one day and decided to make a video, and that's what I did. Was it great? Absolutely not. But I took that chance and I did it anyway. So ever since then, I was a Sims 4 channel for a very, very long time, and I grew most of my following from just that. Let's get into my very first setup that I ever had. So I had a really, really old computer screen. I mean, this screen was tremendously old. It required a VGA cable. That's how old this computer screen was. But then I also started on a MacBook, if you guys did not know that. Now I have a really big $2,000 PC that I personally invested in, but I did start on a MacBook. So it is possible for you to start on a MacBook. And then I bought me a cheap $20 webcam. So when I started streaming, that's what I started using. But honestly, my setup was very, very tiny. I started with my screen, and then I had that connected to my laptop, and that was my setup for a very long time, guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you. For that first year of me creating content, I only had that little computer, and it sounded like a freaking rocket. Don't get me, it sounded like a rocket. It sounded like it was about to take off and be gone by itself. And I honestly don't even know how I did it, but I did, and I made a way. During that time though, I realized that I was able to create very engaging content with just those little bit of supplies that I had. You do not need a million expensive things. You don't need an expensive mouse. You don't need an expensive keyboard. You don't need an expensive screen. Like, you don't need all of that stuff just to start. If you start with an idea and you start with what you got, baby, you can make something happen. My very first video and first set of videos were mostly creative sim videos. If you don't know what Sims 4 is, then you're gonna be a little lost when I talk about this. But in The Sims 4, there are a lot of videos that you can create, and one of those type of videos that you can create are creative sim videos, where basically you're just dressing the sim and putting that up. I realized very, very quickly that those weren't gonna do too well. Personally, I go through phases in Sims, and I feel like all Simmers do. And that's when I quickly realized that Sims was gonna be a little bit of a struggle for me. But I definitely did my best to stay organized and keep going. And honestly, if you guys look at my first video, you're gonna be like, ma'am. At least an update a week or something, you know? So this is my current household. This right here is Anaya. Her name is Anaya. It was a struggle. It was definitely a struggle, especially with the equipment I had. The graphics weren't great. It really was terrible, but you know, you live and you So one of the biggest challenges that I personally faced in my journey of being a content creator was consistency. See, I really wasn't too keen on the numbers. I really wasn't too keen on the views, but consistency was the death of me. And let me explain a little bit why I say that. In 2020, I was on it. Every single week, I was posting 3 videos a week, and I was streaming at least once or twice a week. I was on it like white on rice, baby. I had everything that you could possibly think of to be consistent. The end of 2020, going into 2021, I even ended up being monetized on YouTube. So I went into 2021 with all of this excitement, all of this motivation.
On YouTube, I met all the requirements, which is basically 1,000 hits, 1,000 subscribers, and 4,000 watch hours, which I met 4,000 watch hours like a day or 2 ago. And baby girl, your girl is excited. I cannot wait for this to be done processing so that I can start getting money from YouTube. Oh boy, Lord knows, if y'all know me, I've been waiting for this my whole life. Bro, yes.
It got to 2021 and shit hit the fan. That's just reality. It just hit the fan. Life happened. I ended up moving for the next 3 years. Every single year I was moving. There was no way I felt comfortable. I was moving from place to place. I didn't have a steady home at that time. And even when I did, I ended up having a lot of other life things happen. And YouTube literally took a back seat for me. And it became a thing where I was so inconsistent that I lost a lot of my true followers and my true supporters because I couldn't keep up. Imagine somebody you find on YouTube that you just love everything about them. You love their personality, their lifestyle. And imagine them one day just saying no more and just quitting YouTube or only uploading 1 video every 5 months. You don't moved on by now. You don't moved on. You don't found somebody else that posts every single week. You don't even care about them no more. That's kind of what ended up happening to me. And that was one of the biggest things that I faced and still face. And it's one of my biggest goals this year is to continue to be consistent and just show up, even despite you not wanting to. Show up for yourself. As of right now, even if you check on my channel currently, I have 15,000 subscribers. Still don't even know how I made it that far. I appreciate my supporters for helping me out to get that far. But I ended up hitting 15,000 subscribers, and yet my videos only have a couple hundred of views on them. And that's due to me showing up inconsistently and changing the format of videos that I make now, but mostly due to me showing up inconsistently. So I would definitely recommend to be consistent. Now, the best way that I use right now to stay motivated and to stay on track with being consistent and keeping that going, despite the numbers, despite the low engagement, 1, staying organized, 2, knowing that this is something I truly want. That's what keeps me motivated personally, is my future and what I want for my future. And I don't believe that you're going to make it very far with YouTube if you solely focus on the money. You have to understand that this is a marathon, not a race. It's going to take time for you to build a community. It is a practice and it takes time. So just keep going, keep pushing. Number 1, find your niche, but don't forget to experiment. I will put myself in the bracket of gaming, right? Now, I don't have to specify what kind of gaming I play. I could play all kinds of games. And that's a part of you experimenting. Specifically for gaming creators, I would definitely recommend to play the games you love. I know that finding a niche is important. Just like I picked Sims as my sole game and later on found out that that's not what I wanted to do, it could easily happen to you. So I would not recommend starting with one specific game, only because of course it will niche you down and give you the audience that you're looking for. So if you decide that you want to start with that one game, absolutely amazing. But think about it before you decide on that. Think about what you truly like to do before you decide on just that one game. Think about it for a minute. Just take a second and think about it for a minute. Is that the only game you play on a day-to-day basis? Is that the only game that brings you comfort? Is that the only game that brings you happiness? And I feel like as a true gamer, I doubt that one game does that for you. And I'm just being real. When I say find your niche but experiment, know that if you choose one specific game, cool, not an issue. But if you like to play other games other than that, do not just build your channel off of that one game. You should be having fun. That should be number 1 priority being a gaming YouTuber. Don't let a niche stop you from having fun and experimenting with things that you truly love. Number 2, I would recommend focusing on consistency over perfection. Focus on showing up consistent, because when you show up consistently for somebody, they believe in you. They trust you. They know you gonna upload, even if it's one time a week. If you say every Monday I'm gonna post at 2 p.m. Somebody out there is waiting on your video for Monday at 2 p.m. So show up as consistently as you possibly can, but don't worry about being perfect. You're gonna make mistakes. There's a lot of things you're gonna have to learn, especially as a new content creator. But learning how to show up will definitely start teaching you how to edit better, how to create thumbnails better, how to put better descriptions in your videos, how to do SEO better. The more you do it, the more you show up, the more you're gonna learn. Number 3, engage with your audience early. If you have people commenting on your videos, make sure you comment back. Send them some love. Thank them for showing you some support. If as a gamer you want to live stream, that is your way of showing up for your viewers. Show up, interact with them. Go live and interact with your viewers. Even if you're just doing a get ready with me before I film a video. Talk to them. Let them know that you're a regular person. Show them your dislikes, your likes. There are people out there that probably do gaming videos about horror but love kawaii or love anime, or you know what I mean? So just interact with your viewers as much as you possibly can, because these are people that support you, and give back to them as well with giveaways and stuff like that as well if you can. Whatever you possibly can do to show them that you care and that you appreciate their support, do that. Number 4 is to learn basic editing, but don't overthink. You're gonna learn a lot of different tips and tricks, especially if you've never edited a video in your life. I personally started out not knowing how to edit a dang thing. I had a vision and I took it and I ran with it. Everything that I envisioned, I figured it out by using YouTube. YouTube is the best resource you have in this world. YouTube and Google. You better use that YouTube and Google, baby. YouTube University don't taught me everything I know. If you type it in YouTube, YouTube gonna give you a video for it. Everything that I've learned on how to edit my videos has been from YouTube. But just take your time. YouTube will help. Use it. Lastly, be patient and do not be chasing these views. You have to understand that this is not easy. And just because you felt very strongly about that video you put out, you probably thought it was A1. You probably thought you put all the edits in there you could that was gonna really catch that. You got 2 views on it. Don't be upset. I understand it's hard not to be upset. Trust me. And I've been doing YouTube since 2017. Trust me. And you have to realize and remember your vision. Remember why you started. That's the only way you're going to make it through this. Forget the views. Forget the subscribers. Forget all of that. Remember why you did YouTube in the first place. Whether it was to better your financial situation, just to express your feelings about stuff, whether it was just to document your journey, remember your vision. Remember why you started. Don't forget why you even picked up that camera. It wasn't to get 5 views. It wasn't to get 100 views. It was because you wanted to show the world something. And you did that. So keep doing that. Keep showing up. Keep doing it. And all this other stuff, that'll come, baby. I am now a YouTuber with 15,000 subscribers on my gaming channel and 200 on this particular channel. I now finally understand what games I personally want to play, which are horror and simulation games. I just changed into playing horror and simulation games the end of last year. I took from September to December to figure out what exactly I wanted to do with my gaming channel and how I wanted to go about handling it. Also, while introducing a brand new channel into my life as well. And although this seems like a lot of different things, and I know y'all like,
how are you even balancing trying to bring up a channel and bringing in a new channel?
The best way I can tell you that I'm balancing it is planning and praying. I'm never gonna lie to y'all about what I do. All I do is plan and pray because that's all I can do. This is what I do. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Last year had to be my breakthrough moment. The way I dealt with that was trying different things, trying to see what was gonna work, seeing if I liked making short form content, if I liked making long form content more, if I like streaming more, if I like filming videos more, what kind of games I like to play, what kind of videos I like to film, etc. Stuff like that is what I did all last year to figure out what this year was gonna be so I could full-fledged make my plan and run with it. Sit down and take some time to really look and figure out what it is you're doing, especially if you're at a point where you're trying to pivot or change the style of stuff you do or change the style of videos you do or the content you make. Sit down and really think about what it is that you like, what you don't like, what's going to make you happy in the long run, what's not. Find out what games you really do like to play, what games you don't, what games you're just playing to satisfy your people, which ones you're not. Like, you really got to do trial and error. I ain't never going to lie to you. You got to do your best with trial and error to figure that out. And that was when I finally realized what my vision was, what I wanted to do with my channel, and where I wanted to take it. And I just know, and I also pray, but I feel like I just know that my channel is going to find its way. This one and my gaming channel is going to find its way to making me successful just because I took the time to figure it out. Now, I want to encourage all of those out there who want to start a YouTube channel, who have already started one and trying to pivot, trying to change up what they do, or just trying to understand YouTube. Patience is key, and keeping your vision in mind is key, as well as consistency. And keep showing up for yourself. I believe in you, and we are on this journey together, and I'm not going to let you fail. Just like I'm not going to fail, I'm never going to let y'all fail. So let's keep going. Let's keep trying. Let's keep showing up for ourselves. Keep pushing. Don't let those views discourage you. Just keep going, because it's your time to shine at some point, baby. And though it may not be today, it may not be by the end of this year, it's going to be a day where it's your time to shine, and you going to miss out on it if you worry about them views. I promise you that. But make sure you guys comment down below some of the biggest challenges that you faced in your personal content journey or are facing currently, just to help us out. We all face struggles. We all need to chit chat about them, figure out what we could have did better, or figure out what we can do better. Let's talk in the comments. Let's build each other up. We need the love and support, right? But make sure you guys don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this one. I'm going to be making a lot more tips and tricks videos on how I film and how I edit, etc. Tips and tricks, tools, softwares, all of that jazz. So make sure you guys are following the channel, and also don't forget to follow me on my other social medias, Instagram, TikTok, and my other YouTube channel, my gaming YouTube channel. If you guys would like to see how I have that set up, make sure you guys check that out as well. And make sure you guys go and check out the following video, as it is a full behind the scenes video of how I film, plan, all of that jazz, just to create a YouTube video. So make sure y'all check that out, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.